Now, after creating your Poppers account, then the next thing is you create your new website. That is, you had your website. Now, here's it. You type in your site name. Let's say your site name is this. Then you type in your site. Then description. What's the description of your site? Maybe your site is a news site. You type news blog. Just type what your site is all about. Then this place, you need to be very careful. The category. Don't just choose any category. You must choose the exact category of your site. Like my site now is an entertainment information site. Assuming your site is a news site where you paste news and so on, you just go to general, you look for news, general, then news. You look for news. You see general news. If you choose the wrong category, your site will not be approved. So although this is not the category of my site, I just use this for just to show you an example. My site is okay, no need showing you this. I would show you the categories of all the sites I created. So after choosing the right category, then you click on add website. When you add the website, you come here, you wait for 24 hours. After 24 hours, they will approve your site. You can see a list of sites I've added to my account, and everything was approved except the last one. And you can see the reason why they rejected it. It's a wrong category. I still don't know the category of the site. I created it. It's a game site, but I don't know. They didn't approve it. So now let me choose one of my website and show you the category, like this Nigerian news site. You can see the category general news. Let me choose another one. Abe inspirational speech. The category of this one is general arts literature. Yeah. So you must choose the right category. Then this, let me look. Okay, health tips. You can see the category is general health. So nice. The first thing you need to do. So after your app or your ad has been approved, then you need to create the code. You generate the code. So you can see this is my site. So you type here now the pop under per visitor. Just type any number. How many pop under do you want it to pop up for each visitor? For mine, I put 25. So per IP address, each IP gets 25 pop up. Anything above that, it won't show again for that IP for the day till the next day. So 25. Then after doing that, you click on generate code. Now it will generate your code. After generating your code, then you click on anti-ad blockers. Don't copy the standard ad code. Click on the anti-ad blockers. You can see this. You click on it. So is this code that you are going to copy, not the standard code. It's this one you're going to copy. So you copy it After you have copied it, then you go to your blog and paste it there. Let me show you. You go to your blog. You go to your blog. Okay. You go to your blog, then you paste it. So now you go to layout. You go to layout, then you click on add gadgets. You click on add gadgets, then you come to this HTML JavaScript. You add, then you paste your code here. So I don't need to paste mine again because I've already pasted my code before. So you just paste it. After you paste it, then you click on save. But ensure that this one is ticked. You can see it must be like this. It must be ticked. Show ATME before you save it. So you save, and that is all. So after saving it, then you go back to your pop ad. By this time you go to troubleshoot to see if your ads is now working. So you type in your domain name, your domain, you type it, or your blog, anyone, you check if it's now showing. Oh, thank God I saw this. Now it's trying to tell me now that I'm not showing campaign. No, my ad is not showing, but it's trying to show me some things that I did wrong. Like I removed, okay, fixed. I removed all campaign campaign for other. Let me check this other one. I think I did it for 2 sites like that, and these 2. I remove campaign for auto playing sound video. I remove campaign for pop up under. I remove some campaign for loading content. I remove campaign for software promotion. So it's trying to tell me that now that it will reduce my revenue and country coverage. But I fixed it. So on a normal day, if I check this, it's just supposed to show me that everything is fixed. That if you check it, it's going to okay. Oh, they say they can't find code. Okay, as you can see now, you see I didn't install the code. I installed code for this, but because I changed my theme, that's why it's saying it can't find my code. So let me check another domain. I think this is the one I use most often. It said your anti-ad block code is over 7 days. Generate it manually or via. So this one is working, but it's trying to tell me that it has used 7 days. So every 7 days I need to be re-adding it again. So now I have to go and copy the ad code for this domain and go and paste it on my website. That's what it's trying to tell me, that every 7 days I should renew it. Okay, so that's all you need to know. After you've done this, then the ad will start showing on your site. Now let me now show you how to self-click and earn. Firstly, you need you need IP changer. If you don't have it, go to Play Store and download it. Then secondly, you need a Firefox browser. Now the IP changer is for you to change your IP, so you'll be using different IP over and over and over and over. So I'm going to show you how to use the IP changer. Firstly, let me change my IP before I start working. So you come to the IP changer, you click on change IP. Now I want to start working. You click on change IP. Okay, you turn this on, the flight mode on. Okay, then you off it again. Then you wait for the network to boot. You wait for it to boot. Okay, you wait for the network to boot. Okay, network. Then after that, you go to your Firefox. Oh shit. Now when you come to your Firefox, the only settings you need to do on your Firefox is just firstly, the only settings you need to do is you switch off your image so that it doesn't consume your data. You switch off your image. So you switch off your image. Let me show you how you do that. You go to settings, then you go to advanced. Then you can see, then you change this to block, so it won't show image now. I can now start working. Now this is what I want you to do. For every IP address you use, create 20 to 23 impression. Now this is what I mean by impression. This is my domain. I type my domain. Now I want to start working and earning cash money. I've not really worked today at all. Even yesterday I didn't really have much time, but let me just quickly do one. So I open this in a new tab. It's advisable you have a lot of posts. So I open a new tab. I can just open the whole 20 at once or 23 posts at once, and you can see. Okay. So far 11. Pop ad is not that easy to earn, but if you earn, just know that you are cashing out. No fear of. Firstly, you can't use VPN. If you use VPN, the ad will not pop up, so it's just a waste of time. So now here's it. You just click on any place on your website, any place on the post. When you click on any place on the post, an ad is gonna pop up. So now see, can you see? So now this ad has popped up. I just go and close this. I move to the next one. Can you see? I click on any post. You can see I click on the page, ad will pop up. So now pop ad does not count this, that is the page you open, whether they count the ads that pop up from your site. That is what pop ad will count, and that is what they pay you for. So even if you open, you have 1,000 views and there's nobody's clicking on your site, that is, your site must be the kind of site that people are clicking on. Maybe they don't just open it and they are going to, like this now, whereby they say claim now. If they click on claim now, as they click on claim now, a ad is going to pop up. So as the ad pop up, you've earned. Can you see? So that is it. But since you don't have the traffic, and you can actually self-click on your own by changing your IP address. So now that I've used this IP, I can just quickly do it. This, because I'm trying to explain, that's why on a normal day I will have finished by now. So you continue like that till you finish the 20 or 23 post. So you do that till you're done. Okay, so after you're done creating your 20 impression, you can see all the ads that pop up. Then you close your browser, you clear your app data, you go to settings, then you clear your private data. To earn on pop ad is not easy, but if you earn, just know you've earned. Unlike other ad network whereby you are scared of maybe they ban you, pop ads won't allow you to use VPN. They won't allow you to use user agent. They won't allow you to use a lot of extension. But if you are earning, know that you've earned. So now that is how you do. Now that you've done this, you go and change your IP again, then you keep working like that. Each IP you create 20 to 23, let's just say 22 impression per IP, like that. When you are done, you clear your private data, you change your IP again, you keep doing it. As you are doing it, you are earning gradually. They say little drops of water makes a mighty ocean. So now let me go and check my account. Before I do that, I'll change my IP so they don't suspect that I'm self-clicking. I won't use same IP address. So Okay, I've changed my IP. So now I go and check my account. I just want to show you something so you're always aware whenever you want to work. Always okay, let me check my account. I don't work often these days, but what I just do is I work at the time that I feel I'm going to earn more. So I'll explain further. Let me just see my account first. You can see the earning. Let me go to report first. I had $7.31 before. So now I just want to show you something. Generate. Can you see? Are you seeing what I'm saying? My earning tonight, 12 impression gave me 0.1. Then my rate is 0.84, which is very low. Which is very low. Now, in this kind of case, I would advise you don't work. You wait till when the your rate has increased. For instance, let's say as the rate is low now, maybe in the next 4 hours, you go and create an impression. You just check and you see that the rate is now 1.6 or maybe 2 point something, maybe 2.0 or 2.41 or 2.2. That means that with 1,000 impression you can get 2 point something dollars. With this now, if I continue working like this with this kind of rate, that means with 1,000 impression I'm going to get 0.84, which is extremely low. So let me show you my past earning. You understand what I mean? You understand what I mean? Now my this month earning, then let me show let me show lifetime earning. Okay. No. Okay, you can see what I said. You can see the match rate here, 0.0, 1.6. You can see 2.1. With 23 impression I earned 0.05. Same 23 impression with 1.61 I earned 0.04. You can see, so the match rate really matters. Like this now, same 23 impression earned me 0.02. In this kind of situation where you see that the match rate is low, don't even waste your data, just wait. Now the question is, then how will I increase my match rate? Nobody can increase match rate. Match rate, even not even proper. Let's read the frequently asked question, so you see more about match rate. Like, let me see. Okay, can you increase weight? Okay. Now, our system is designed automatically to optimize your account, and there is nothing we can alter. As we are a bidding network, advertisers set rates. Can you see? It's the advertisers that even set rate. Due to this reason, we are not able to increase your rate. So sometimes the rate will be high, sometimes the rate will be low. Then most times they said weekend the rate is always low. Maybe holidays the rate is always low, and so on. So when you want to work, just take note the time you're working. You can just first create an impression, check your account. If the rate is low, don't just bother, except you have enough data. But if you check the rate and the rate is like maybe 1 point something, it's still okay, or 2 point something, that means with 1,000 impression you could earn $2. So if you are creating like 2,000 impression, that's $4 within a day. So that's that. So you can see, let me show you again my lifetime. Generate. You can see. You can see. You can see. Let me start from the beginning. You can see there was a time I even had 4.81. 4 impression gave me 0.024. So you always take note of the match rates. You can see another one, 30 impression gave me 0.07. You can see different match rates. You can see another match rate, very very low. Indians, that's why Indians they don't excel in all these kind of hard network, because they've tagged them as scammers. So that's why their ad and their rate is very very low. So if an Indian person is clicking for you, it's just a waste of time. You can see 0.09, just one impression. The match rate, that means with 1,000 impression you are going to earn 0.09, which is extremely low. Nigerian is even far better. You can see Nigerian match rate is still up to 2 points, even 4 points, it depends. You can see can you see Nigerian 2.1 with 626 impression, I got $1.3. With 866 impression, I got $1.3 also, 1.63, sorry. With 1,400 impression, I got $2.49. With 1,400, I got $2.36. Can you see? So the match rate matters. Always check the match rate. You can see there are times that the match rate will be extremely low. See USA 0.38. The match rate will be extremely low. So in that kind of situation, except you have enough data, it's not advisable you waste your data when the match rate is low. Like I rightly said, you read the post in the frequently asked question. The match rate is set by the advertisers. They could decide to set it very low and also set it very high. So it's based on time. The time you're working, when you check the time and you see it's low, wait, give it a few hours again, try again, you check again. I sometimes maybe I want to work in the morning, I check 9 o'clock, I see that this match rate is low. Then in the next 2 hours or 3 hours, I check again. All of a sudden the match rate has increased. Immediately I start working. I can work like 2 hours, just quickly earn what I want to earn. Because if you don't work that minute, the next minute the match rate is low again. And you could be very lucky. There are times that the match rate will be extremely high. Don't take it wow, maybe it's gonna continue to be like that. The next minute the match rate will reduce, or it will decrease. So the time you have when you discover that the match rate has increased, start working, quickly earn. When you've earned more than enough and you think that the mattress has reduced again, then you stop. You wait again till when you think the mattress will go higher. They always know the time you work also. Although I don't think there's a specific time when mattress is higher and mattress is lower. I just feel the advertisers are just the one that decide when they feel their mattress will be higher and their mattress will be lower. So that is all I think you need to know about pop art so far. Pop art is not hard. It's hard and it's also not hard. It's hard in the sense that it's not easy to earn, but you are sure and certain of cash out. For days now, I've not really worked. Today now, I've not done anything. Now, if I want to work with this kind of match rate, which is extremely low, I don't think I'm going to work today because the time is fast spent. So yesterday, I didn't actually work. I think throughout this week, let me even see my statistics for the week. You see, throughout this week, I've not really had time to work that much. It's not showing my statistic. Okay, let me see this month. Okay, you can see my statistics for the month. You can see the most time I worked was between 7th to 19th. From on the 19th, I've not really have much time to work. But you can see within this time, I really earned so much because I put in enough time and energy. You can see I really earned. I put in enough time and energy. You can see there are days I earn $3. There are days I even earn more than that. I put in enough time, but after which I didn't have much time again. And also I was looking at the match rate. So pop art is the more work or the more time you devote, the more money you make. If you want to make money, just put in more time, create more impression, then you get more money. That's just the deal. That's the secret. So if you don't work, you don't get paid. Then also, if you get money, just know that you're going to get your money. It's not like other ad network whereby you are working, all of a sudden you check your account the next day, they ban you. Now you are not using VPN. As far as I'm concerned, they think you are browsing from different location because you are using different IP address. So they think it's different people from different location that is browsing. They don't make the mistake of using any other browser except Firefox. So thank you, and that will be all. So take care.